We are passing out some free food and water and snacks for the table like looters in a riot. But it's all good. We're all here for, peace, love, and support one another. And for me, this is a great example of how Thailand's going to do whenever they have some sort of national emergency. So for us, this is a good lesson for disaster preparedness. So I'm going to send this to Nicky Dare with iDARE, and we'll use this as an example. Peace out. Big love.
And disaster preparedness start with having your disaster survival kits, bags, go-to bags in multiple locations, and also your family emergency plan.
Who she is and what she does. So thank you for being here today.
Thank you, ladies.
We appreciate it
for
so
having
much.
me here. I don't have the coffee.
Yep, at a workplace.
Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Ebony with iDARE saying thank you.
And to volunteer some of our expertise and our services to iDARE. For this little guy.
Hi, my name is Sherrill McNeil Jr. I am the application specialist with iDAREs Inc. and I'm here for a non-profit organization in case for iDAREs. And reason is because with my many years in IT experience, I just graduated from school in 2012, got my degree there, and plus I was going to school a little bit, and I was also doing side projects to also try and get me into the field. So I said, it'd be a good idea to go ahead to volunteer my skills to a nonprofit organization. Not only that, it will help me, build up my portfolio and also build up my skills too, to be able to fit in the company and see how the workflow goes and everything, and just give out my skills so I can help out the community. And when I went on the web application specialist, so I volunteered for it. And the person who's over it, CEO, is Nicky Dare, and she's a kind-hearted person, good CEO, get along real good. I had no problems with her, real polite, know what she's doing, she just know the future of the company and where she wanted to go with, and she's real passionate about her organization in iDAREs and help supporting, getting people prepared for any disasters that might happen. That's earthquakes, tornadoes, fires, or floods, hurricanes. She gets you prepared and educated for those disasters. So if you need to get prepared and educated, visit her website at iDARE.org.
customized to your household size and lifestyle. And that is what's so important. Stay prepared, proactive, but obviously not paranoid. Because when we're in panic mode, we're going to lose all of those stuff that oh my gosh, I think it's better to stay prepared than not. And that's my message.
Okay, thank you, Nikki.
How are you?
It comes in the bucket. Why is it coming in the buckets? Because you can actually use the bucket also, right? To storage, to portable, and then
because it will. We're just waiting for it. And then guess what? Disaster or earthquake will not say, hang on a minute, Don't come here yet because we're not prepared. No, that's not it. And another important keynote on this is that disaster does not recognize who you are, what your title is, your financial status, your age, your gender, all of these things. Disaster will come, it will come. So
the main purpose, right? You can use that for when you have bleeding like a bandage. Think about it. Yeah, I know it looks gross, but guess what? You're in a dire situation. Who cares? Right?
You know what, guys? You guys are actually looking like, look at your left, look at your right now. How about introduce yourself to each other? Introduce yourself to each other. Mingle! You never know who, you know, who's in the same lives. Disaster!
let's use group 1 and group 2. I want this to be situational awareness mindset, okay? I want to take you guys out actually on campus out there to see what's out there, not just in the classroom. So woman, man, child, disabled. You know, we talk a lot about mindset. There are so many different types of mindset: survival mindset, resilient mindset, and all of this. Mindset is therefore the key to our resilience. It is the anchor to our resilience and survival. Both can be applied and should be applied in personal as well as professional world. Preparedness and training are the bedrocks to our survival. I know that I had before in the past an ongoing PPAT, I'll call it, planning, preparedness, assessments and training, PPAT. And those are our best dividends to a successful disaster planning and recovery. All right, so as a business owner, we need to address these questions. Questions such as, how much downtime can you afford to get back up after a major disaster, right? Questions such as, how much will it cost your business to lose that 1 hour, 1 day, even 1 week when your business is too forced to shut down? I talk a lot about this. Now that we are in lockdown, it's been 5 months now. It's so real. So recovery is the key to your sustainability. I'll talk a lot about sustainability also. These are the realities today. I mean, you know, I keep saying there's no sugar coating on this, no glossing on this one, and boom, March 2020. I am an advocate to safety and survival and the founder of iDARE. It's an acronym for integrity, diversity, adaptation, resilience, and empowerment. And it is a registered nonprofit with its grassroots mission and its goal to save lives. That's the bottom line, through disaster risk reduction and sustainability. And this is our organization's DNA. We had helped countless communities and tons of hundreds of families to stay prepared for both natural and man-made disasters.
Alright folks, this is Nicky Dare, just trying to show you really quickly here my personal items in case of emergency. Obviously I have quite a bit in details, however I am focusing on more in the needs, the top 3 needs, which is the water, and then the emergency little supplies here for all-purpose kits. What I'm missing here is my medical bag, obviously, and there is a medical bag that comes with it too, with this all items. I think I recommend you guys to have it as well. Now in this, obviously it's a very quick one, items in case of emergency, and then something that I need really quickly to get, everything, in order, not necessarily while waiting, obviously, for support system out there. This is
backpack. Backpacks are very useful. If you have a backpack that's stashed away and then not like this one, for example, a backpack that's my son had used to do his run. While he's running, he put all of these things on his back. He's a military kid, obviously. He's 23 now, but he used this, and then so when he doesn't use it, I can use this to store my emergency supplies, my disaster supplies that I want to have in my backpack. So your backpack should be personalized, because when you do buy these things from online or any other stores are available, for purchase for your ready-made backpacks. Those are great. I recommend that too. But you need to have your own personalized backpack where you store your own, things, supplies, what you need. Like this one, for example. I have all of these things ready for me that nobody else has. Perhaps it's a standard, like a poncho, for example, a hard hat, and my earmuffs, of course. Of course, flashlights with all these things with extra batteries. What I used to do is duct tape it. Emergency survival blankets I have. All of this goes on and on. All of these items that you should have if you don't have it yet. Glow sticks. More of this emergency supply. You can get this anywhere you want. You can get that anywhere. Okay. Gloves. I love gloves, by the way. I pack lots of gloves. I just love gloves because my hands are very sensitive. And also safety glasses. More ponchos. I just give this out to people who don't have them. Dust mask. And I have knife. You should have multi-tool also, but I have knives and also more flashlights in there. This I love so much. Drinking water. You gotta have to have emergency drinking water in your backpack. Obviously, one time I used this. More ponchos. More drinking water. More emergency blanket. Obviously, this is a backpack where I give away stuff. More drinking water, guys. You can never have enough. Alright? And then also, since I'm a volunteer to help people, I have my vest. I can also have this bright yellow vest. Backpacks, you guys, that I carry, that I have, I should say, and store in different locations. I also have a backpack that just have a standard in my cars, okay, my vehicles. You never know. You gotta have those too. So there you go. What's in your backpack? You gotta have these things for your personal needs during emergency situations.
Happen to us because it will. We're just waiting for it. And then guess what? Disaster or earthquake will not say, hang on a minute, don't come here yet because we're not prepared. No, that's not it. And another important keynote on this is that disaster does not recognize who you are, what your title is, your financial status, your age, your gender, all of these things. Disaster will come, it will come. So for us, specifically because we live in California, we want to talk about focusing more in the earthquake, and we have fire obviously, and also flood. Because typically when we do have fire, start raining, we got result a flood. So we have to focus on those three natural disasters here in California. Obviously, there are other natural disasters across the nation, across the world that we are prone also, depending on the areas that we live in, such as tsunami in the coastal community out here in California. And maybe not so much a storm, but hurricane also, and thunderstorm and everything like that. Now, disaster, when it does strike, time for us to prepare, it's over. So that's done. Stop shaking.
Cover your head. Hold on.
Okay, this is a survival kit that you might want to bring.
Alright, I'm here with Yumi, the owner of a spa in Valencia. So we're asking you some questions regarding natural disaster and staying prepared. How are you staying prepared as far as like in your business, every day, and perhaps just the words of disaster preparedness? What comes to your mind?
Basically, I just follow the basic
How many exits in your building? But you do also, really prepared as far as evacuation when in time, emergency situations kind of thing, where you know what to do.
Yeah, probably everybody's kind of like sounds like a follow.
Yeah, you're right. They kind of like follow the leader. So
Yeah,
if you're gonna
exactly.
use this door,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna follow Yumi, right?
Yeah,
Because you're the one that's gonna be like heading up the pack.
Yeah.
Now, what are the top emergency items that you would include in your survival backpack? Exclude the water and foods. Can you share with us what you think of it? The top emergency items for you and your business, maybe at your at home front also. Besides water and food, obviously.
I put my memory picture.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Now,
my passport.
passport. So the documents, all
Yeah.
the personal documents and everything. What about cash? What about medication? What about your animals and stuff like that? Are you
First
thinking?
aid kit from the grocery store. That's pretty much all I
Perfect.
have, and then just some Advil.
Okay, just in case that you need it, right?
Yeah, and the allergy pill. That's pretty much all I have.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so very much for sharing your, what you do. I know you say prepare at your workplace. So we'll check back with you again next time. All right, thanks. No problem. Disaster preparedness, what does that mean to you? natural disasters and disaster preparedness, when you hear the word disaster preparedness, what comes to your mind? First thing comes to your mind. Then you have to be prepared. And are you prepared somewhat? No, you shouldn't be fear. I think you should be more like, you should be aware that you need to be prepared, not be afraid, because if you're afraid, then it's not going to help you. I think you should be prepared for it and have, think about it, not fear. I think it's more preparedness. So,
So the most important thing in my opinion as a business is I don't care about stuff like my copier getting damaged or...
So you said 5 things other than...
Besides food and water, what are the top 5 emergency items that you would like to include in your survival
A
kit?
walkie-talkie,
Good one.
batteries, of course a flashlight, and perishable items.
Cash maybe?
Oh, definitely cash. Not credit cards, but
Yeah,
definitely cash.
In a small denomination maybe?
Small denominations, and then also copies of all like my birth certificates,
important
IDs,
documents.
exactly, things like that. So those would be the top things that I would want to have in my bag.
This is where the foods are. And we are keeping our emergency kits and some of these boxes up here. All tucked in. There we go. I hope that they find a home for it. It all consists of this, if anyone is interested. We're at the warehouse where we are keeping so in here, in this emergency kit, small one, is the basic stuff that we receive. It's a good start to assemble your own. You get the emergency survival kit. Blanket here, which is necessary. First thing, poncho. And drinking water. It's a good start. So there you go. Again, Case. We are here at Veterans Collaboratives.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so Patty. I have a nonprofit, as you already know, iDARE. Its mission is to basically save lives, bottom line. We've been educating, or that we do in the community, that we educate, mobilize resources to in the focus of disaster preparedness. Natural disasters such as earthquake and fire around here, especially in Southern California. And also man-made disasters, and also colleges here in Los Angeles County to participate or in fact teach active.
I'm talking about training on the range, firearms training, basically. So I've been doing that for quite a long time now. But I've been volunteering for NIA Women on Target programs for almost 7 years now. And what it is that
Here at the NDEC, what we do, we offer free advising for people who have a business. We will be filming, and of course all those things. If you want to tag yourself, that's one of the things that we have discovered that helps also a lot with the small businesses to get exposure. So when you tag yourself,
As long as it doesn't have that, wildfire.
out the dog and pray that the dog will get out on its